red line?
Ballard. Kit. Breaker key. K559558BAL.
Tara Lee, leader of Squamata troublemakers, known as the Nortean Wolves. Bounty, 1 million hex.
I'll take it.
Actually, Pumpkin, I think I'll take it. One would hate to mess up that lovely hairdo.
Aw, shucks. Are you trying to scare me or something? 'Cause you really suck at it.
Okay then, fine. We'll play it your way, shall we?
What the? My ship!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need it? Thanks for this. Ta-ta.
Are you just gonna let her get away with that?
Actually, yes. You will need to resolve this situation on your own.
Blade, heal. Are we ready? Okay, Blondie Belle, bring it on.
What interest do these off-worlders have with us? That human has a new playmate. Let's keep an eye on them both.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you two noinks doing? She's getting away.
Halt! This is a restricted area under the protection of the Sol Triumvirate. Stand back or we will proceed with the use of deadly force. This is your final warning. Thank you.
My breaker key!
I said this is your final warning.
Okay, Ginger Pants. You can just stop there. Ha!
Hello there! My name is Blattymeow, and welcome to another Let's Play. This time we have something completely out of the left field. It's Blade Kitten. Honestly, this is one of those games that I always thought about doing, and
Sweet.
you know, bounced off of it, bounced back on, bounced back off, and well, now that there's a second episode out to finish the story out, and it just released not too long ago, I think it's time to go ahead and go with it. And I think a big reason why I wanted to do this game is for the sole fact that it's abhorrently underrated. It's horribly underrated. And not to say that it's the be-all, end-all game. It's really kind of simplistic, but there's some parts of it. There's aspects of this game that are just so unique. I've never played a game like it, and you know I like the charming caricatures and the style of the whole thing. And usually I'm against like anime things and like weird cheesy things like this, but I kind of feel that this game is like a satire of those animated, you know, tropes, you know, cat girls and all that stuff, and being all, you know, all those anime terms and such. Not that anime is, you know, nothing wrong with it, but it's not my thing. However, I just like that for some reason this game tickles me, tickles my fancy, and I really do enjoy it. And you know what? I hope you do as well. But I wanted to get this game some airtime, and what better way than doing a Let's Play?
You, Blondie!
Oh, you. Haven't you learned to give up yet?
Nope, they don't teach that in Breaker School.
I see they don't teach style either.
My breaker key!
So it appears that Kit Ballard is a bounty hunter who is going on a bounty for 1 million hex, which is the currency, to take care of a leader of a Nortean Wolves or something like that named Tara Lee, and she accepted it. Except you need a breaker key in order to properly sync up your bounties with your I guess your account, your bounty account. I don't know. And this person, this blonde bimbo, stole our breaker key and is going to take the bounty from us. So that's where we're currently at. So you know. In terms of, oh wow. In terms of tutorials and such, it's pretty easy just to read what's going on. I'm quite familiar with this game for right now. But the fun thing is, I've never played any of episode 2, so it's definitely going to be something else. And as you can see, I saw that there was a secret down there that I probably can't get now, can I? Oh man, yeah, there was a breakable wall down there. If I would have, if I would have went down there and hit, there was a breakable wall, and that's what we're going to get to here pretty soon. This game is extremely exploration rewarding. It's huge, and that's probably the biggest reason why I like this game. You'll see pretty much right now. You're seeing that I didn't have to get that right there, but the soldiers are saying situation Oscar Mama Golf, which is, you know, oh my OMG. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the way that this game describes it is nope, don't think so, buddy. It's scramble exploration, and that's not something I ever heard before, and now it makes sense. So basically, scramble exploration is things like where, whoa, things you have to go left is the right way to go, but you can go jump up here, jump onto the ceiling, and start going different directions, and go over here and start exploring this direction, but you don't have to go that way. And you get rewarded for money and such, and money gives you everything in this game. And we'll show you that a little bit later, because right now I don't think the shop is open. And the music is absolutely awesome, just catchy and just fits the style perfectly. So, you know, really happy to be finally decided to go with this. You know, this is a far cry from what I've been playing, Hitman and Undying and first-person shooters and all that. Castlevania 2, I guess, but just really happy to be doing it. And like I said, I think what I saw is the reviews on Steam. It's primarily only really sold on Steam. It's on Xbox Live Arcade as well, and probably PlayStation Network, but the reviews are only in the hundreds. Now, it's very positive, or mostly positive, but it's only in the hundreds. So there's barely any people really playing this game, and if I can get even 3 people or 2 people or even 1 person to go ahead and pick up this game, support the developer, then that is mission accomplished. That's one of the few reasons why I always kind of wish I was a little bit more popular in terms of viewer traffic and all that stuff. Just for the fact that I could have get people aware of gems like this. No more, no less. You know, but as you can see, there's the coolest thing that Kit Ballard can do is crawl. You can wall climb, ceiling climb, anything, anywhere, and you can do backwards climbing. You can climb onto ceilings, and you can flip around and switch around like that. It's really cool. You really have a lot of mobility, and that's really fun. See, like this. See, that's the way to go, and you go, oh, let's go this way. But if you go up here, there might be something up here. Now, this case there wasn't, but you'll see that time and time again that is going to be the case. It's quite fun, and the combat is very simplistic, but it's enough just to break the majority of climbing around that you're going to be doing in this game. But like I said, it's just extremely enjoyable. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like Sonic if it wasn't so fast, and you could climb around walls. Maybe, sort of. See, breakable wall, this is what I'm talking about right here. So you gotta keep your eye on these things. And like I said, now it starts to get to the point where, like, what about that area down there? Do I need to go down there? And that's why it's called Scramble Exploration. It really just depends. And as you can see, this links back, so you know we're not missing anything, but you don't want to miss anything at all whatsoever. And so it looks like there's some hexes down there, which is just, like I said, currency. Yellow is the least amount, worth 10, and then it's, I think, green, which is 100, blue, which is 500, I think, and then red, which is 1,000. And then there's other secrets like treasure chests, which are 5,000, goldfish in a bag, which is kind of funny, which is 10,000. And there's some other goodies as well, like data discs and little creatures that you can save. So there's plenty of secrets abound, and I think that's my favorite part about this game. And another thing is that the games I have been Let's Playing lately, for me personally, like I said, this has always been just for me. I'm sure people that have followed me for a long time do understand what I mean by that. It's not a selfish statement. Is that this game is rather lax. It's not difficult whatsoever. I could still die, but it's not difficult. And there's a lot of exploration, there's a lot of backtracking to get to, check every corner, as you see I just did. Like right here. you can grab onto the ceiling before it gets too high up and start exploring up here. And then if you see this black stuff, is basically the game saying, okay, we don't want you climbing up there. And well, then that solves that.
She's got a blade.
I do got a blade. Oh, he kicked me. Exactly. And there's plenty of upgrades you can do. Just myriad of different things. It's just really fun. Just really fun. And like I said, I think every level has a different music track, and that is something else, if that's the case. And I'm pretty sure it does. So. See, there's strategy to this stuff. You can't just button mash. That guy would chomp you to pieces. And as you can see, the hit point counter down there is dynamic, with Kit's face being either happy, surprised, or skull-faced, which is funny. And the blue bar is stamina, which lets you sprint and do things like slide attack and special moves like that, things like that, holding in the shield and such. So yeah, what I like is that she's a cat human person type thing-a-dings, and with that, she can do things like climb around, and slopes are nothing to her. So as you can see, this is not the way to go, but that's secret. And what are we gonna get? My guess is a treasure chest, indeed.
Win get.
5,000. And if you also heard, you heard a little water bubble sound, and that is the sound of a goldfish somewhere. And I am not entirely sure where they are. Goldfish are ridiculously hidden. There are plenty of secrets I've never found in this game. So we'll see what we can do, though. That's for sure. See if we can get as many secrets as we can. Like I said, it's important because it's not just completion. It's you can upgrade with it, and that's just fun. Something tells me that these are blue gems or blue hexes right here. This is not the way to go. Yeah. So we turned off a wind tunnel somewhere. So that's probably going to be right here, and this is probably going to lead us to the goldfish. Yep. And there's our goldfish. 10,000. I don't know if that's something about the comic, because this game is actually a comic book, Blade Kitten series comic, and they made it into a game. You can check it out at thebladekitten.com. I don't know if you have to pay for it or what you have to do. I don't know if it's free, but I'll probably check it out at some point. But I never really looked into it too much. Like I said, I'm not an anime fan, but I do like Blade Kitten. I'm a Blade Kitten fan.
It's only a girl.
Oh, it's only a girl. Yeah, no problem, right? Oh, guess you shouldn't have underestimated that. Yep, only a girl. And as you can see, you can use the right stick. I'm using it on a gamepad because it's just be a pain in the ass to use this not on a gamepad. You can use the right stick to look around and kind of see where you're going. And I can see as a goldfish and hexes, but they're in like the background, not the foreground. Well, that's curious. That already makes you kind of like say, what's going on here? But as you can see, there's a checkpoint. Oh, wait a minute. That's the way to go, obviously. But look at that treasure chest over here. Oh, hey. There's a pit down here. I see. And nothing's too fatal in this game. There are fatal things, but it's not a problem. You just go back to the first checkpoint that you hit, and that's not bad at all. So, indeed, we link ourselves back to the treasure chest. So awesome. Scramble exploration, baby.
Bonus.
Animation's great, and there's things that I really appreciate, Things like, first, this game when it first came out, which is probably 5 or 6 years ago, because there's a bit of a strange story about this game. It was capped at 30 frames per second, and there was some camera angle problems and such. And just randomly, like 3 years later, they're like, you know what, we're gonna fix this up. And they fixed the frame rate, so it's 60, a smooth 60. So you will see this game in a 1080p 60, baby. And look at all these secrets that we can get down here. Look at all these breakable walls and everything. Just so freaking cool. And once again, let's just give a nice listen to the music. So, if you notice, there is a time that Kit's face goes red, and I might die here. Okay, we're good. Whew, almost dead. Her face goes red, and when it's going red, you can do a critical attack, which is a special move that depends on what blade you're carrying. And yes, there's more than one blade, more than one, and there's costumes and everything. And you're like, oh, of course there's costumes, but no, I like games with costumes. I love that. I love that you can change your look here and there. It's cool, and there's plenty of costumes in this game, but they do cost a lot of money. But anyway, so yeah, they fixed the frame rate cap, and the interesting thing is that this game was published or licensed by Activision, I think, and Activision didn't want to do another one, and so because of the contract or whatever, legal matters, the developer could not make Episode 2, and Episode 1, when it first came out, is actually just cliffhanger. It just stops. It's a random boss, and the story doesn't feel like it should end then, and it shouldn't. And when it does that, you feel kind of like, wait, this can't be the end. What's going on here? And the fact was that they wanted to make Episode 2, but they couldn't because they were locked in a contract, and Activision or whoever, insert publisher name here, didn't want to make another one because it didn't make enough money. So, because of that, they were locked. They had no choice. They couldn't do anything. Finally, the contract expired after about 5 years. And sure enough, right when that contract expired, they began working on it and getting it out. And today, or well, not today, but today as I Let's Play it, Episode 2 is unlocked. And with all the goodness that comes with it. And I'm just really happy that there's a developer that must really love what he does to do what he did. And I tell you what, if I made a game like this and I was the head developer, I would continue making it better too. So, just some of the more reasons why I chose to Let's Play this game. Give it the limelight, give it the spotlight, get people aware of it. You know, not necessarily you gotta buy it, but just appreciate it. You know, just like Velvet Assassin. Wasn't a favorite for everybody, and some people did really understand where I was trying to go with that, and that's kind of what I like. It's nothing to do with anything else. Nothing to do with not trying to play the most popular game. None of that shit. I don't care about that. I just want to play games that I like, and sometimes have an ulterior motive of getting some limelight for the game itself. And Kit can do a yeah, there you go, a triple jump, kind of like Mario. So you can go forward, jump, and then jump. You jump really high. And I don't really see much use for that yet, but that's there. And yeah, she can do a lot of different moves. Like this, you can hold on to your grab onto a wall, and then you can flip yourself up, which is useful for some things as well. So I hear another one of those goldfish. So it's gotta be close. So definitely keep our eyes peeled for that.
Situation, Oscar Mama, go!
Ah, there's wind right here. I wonder. Nope. We need to find a way to turn that wind off, and then maybe we can go down there. Just try to remember that. So cool. And honestly, these... Oh yeah, there's something down there. Treasure chest, I think. We need to get rid of the wind. So let's see if we can grab onto the ceiling and check up here and go back backwards. Once again, that freaking music, man. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that every single level has different music track, which is just freaking awesome. And I love every single one. Nope, dead end. Okay. Hear that fish. But yeah, the problem is, you know, live commentary, I go on tangents, so I'm trying to continue what I was talking about. Yeah, this game's a lot more lax. So, with that, I can kind of just talk in the way that I want, talk in the different aspects of things and whatever's on my mind, you know? And there we go. And sure enough, we disabled that wind, and I still heard that bubble, and there was one more we deactivated. Anything down here? Not so much. I don't know where that bubbly, I don't know where these goldfish are at. Like I said, they're extremely hidden. Like, super hidden. But really, most levels... There you go. There you go. There's your critical strike. Freaking awesome. Instant kill to most enemies. And usually it's AoE as well. Ooh, treasure chest. Another one. Okay, gotta get rid of that wind too. Most of these levels can be beat in like 8 minutes flat, but if you go and hurry through them. Oh, Jesus, I died!